Today we're making Fireball Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cookies, and I thought this would be such a cool recipe to make for my co-workers at the Christmas party I'm going to. Yeah, it's a little late in the year, but I've been doing Christmas cookies for my co-workers for the longest time. I don't know, probably past 5 years or so, I've been like making cookies and giving them out to all the sales reps at the Christmas party, and everybody absolutely loves it because after a party and after all the festivities are done and after the after party, everybody's a little hammered and they're hitting those cookies right when they get home and they're starving. And usually the cookies pop up at a perfect time and they love them. So are they inebriated? Is that because they like my cookies, or are they that good? I don't know, but I get rave reviews and that's all I care about. So with today, let's go through the recipe and show you all the ingredients that we're gonna throw together and make these Fireball Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cookies. Let's go. So let's jump into it. You're gonna have your 2 1/4 cups of flour. Then we got your 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. We got a 1/2 cup. Well, actually, I got 2 cups of 2 sticks of butter. So it's 1 cup or 2 sticks. And then we also have 1 cup of packed brown sugar. Whoa, don't lose it. And then we have a cup, 1/2 cup of 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and then we have wonderful 2 large eggs. We'll be mixing that, throwing those in, and then we have, now we're going to do 3 tablespoons. This says 3 tablespoons of Fireball cinnamon cookie with cinnamon whiskey. We're going to do 5 because I want it to hit. I want this this flavor to really pop, and I'm thinking by adding a little bit more Fireball whiskey, it's going to be a lot warmer experience. The alcohol is going to cook off, but the heat of I'm thinking that's going to help. So having a little bit more, and then of course we're going to have 2 tablespoons of vanilla. We'll be throwing that in there, and then we want a 1/2 cup, no, we want a cup of cinnamon chips. These can be hard to find. This is a cup of Hershey's cinnamon flavored chips. I found these on Amazon, link in the bio, but you can also you might be able to find these in some of your local stores. It took me a while, and I finally found it after visiting like 2 or 3 stores. And then of course we want a cup of cinnamon toast cereal of some sort, and we're gonna ground this down and mash it down into so let's get to it. Let's start mixing. All right, I'm gonna all right, so first time making this recipe, I'm new to it as well, so I'm just kind of following along, and that's kind of how I cook a little bit. I'm not like one of those guys that just like throw it together. So we're gonna whisk the flour, baking soda, salt, and ground cinnamon together. All right, so let's mix the dry ingredients. All right, I'm gonna change the camera so it's shooting down and they can see what's going on. And YouTube channel is going to be Mancave Cookies, and I'm hoping to have some videos up, at least the first couple videos up by February, with a steady stream following after. So, all right, so we're going to move all this. You know what? I'm going to leave the Fireball in the placement just so we can kind of have some background. All right, we're going to mix the salt. We're We're going to mix the baking soda, and we're going to mix the ground cinnamon in there. Grab yourself a little pocket whisk and mix that together, and then set it aside. Nice and good, incorporated. You'll know because the cinnamon kind of blends in. There we go, looking good, looking sharp, ready to rock. So we'll set that aside, put it over here out of the way. Now, get the mixer. I'm going to try to do this without the protection shield. Could be a mess. So, we'll throw that there. All right. Now it's going to be the butters, the sugars. We'll do the butter, the brown sugar, and granulated sugar. So plop that in there. It's not plopping. All right. Grab your whisk and plop that in there. So I have this warmed up, and then I'm going to need to warm this up some more. Ooh. All right, we'll see. This could be a disaster. Get your hands dirty. That's not bad. We'll just throw it in there. What a mess. All right. Throw in the sugars. Cool. And all the sugars. Gonna mix her all up. Now I bought this mixer so I could do a review with Amazon, and kind of regretting it. I think I should have got a KitchenAid. I know I should have got a KitchenAid, but I have a KitchenAid upstairs. So why am I using this? Well, I'm just going to use it for review footage. And yeah, that works. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna pop over here so I can see. Man, a lot of people sliding through. Everybody's on the live slide. I've done that too. Everybody does it. You get into lives and then you just start going through people's lives, seeing what's interesting to you. I hear you. So what are we doing? We're making Fireball Cinnamon Crunch Cookies. And I'm also recording this for a YouTube channel. So that's the plan. I mean, this little mixer does a decent job until you have to reincorporate everything because all your butter is stuck in the top here. Jeez, no, come on. What the junk. This is when your butter's too cold. And this is what happens when you do a recipe in a basement where you have your tool shed, you know, your workbench and everything. So that's not incorporating the way I wanted it to. So I'm going to do a little hack. We'll just do, yeah, start that sucker. And while we're waiting for the butter to kind of melt down a little bit, which is what we need it to do, and I don't have a microwave down here, so if this is this is one of those things that it's just like, you can complain about like how things aren't working out or how you don't have the things you want to be able to move forward, or you can just say screw it and just press forward anyways, and then and figure it out as you go. It's kind of like the art by the pound story, where students were told that they could do two different types of projects. Art students could do two different types of projects throughout the semester, and one was work on one masterpiece and submit that, and the other was art by the pound, where you can do as much as you want. It doesn't matter how perfect it is. What matters is how many you submit. So turns out at the end of the semester, the students who chose art by the pound were the far better artists, because they just pushed forward and they just kept getting better as they were doing. And yeah, the person that decided to do one thing, they just kept messing with the one thing until it wasn't even that great. So I'm melting my butter in the toaster oven so that we can get this incorporated a little bit more. It is a little cool in this man cave area, so it is what it is. What's everybody doing tonight? How you guys rocking and rolling? Thanks everybody for joining. Throw me a like, tap the screen, say hello. Everybody kind of sliding through. I love it. So that's what I was going to do. While this is rolling, this ain't going to take long. Gonna need a glove. All right. There it is. Yep. That's just the preheating. Oh, it's almost hot. Ugh. Well, we'll see how this plays out. And through the magic of movie editing, we have incorporated product. We have a dough, we have a batter mixing up here. Actually, that worked out really good, because the cold butter that was still in the sugar and all that I didn't load, everything normalized. Like it looks like softened butter. Pretty cool. There's butter and sugar mix, you know, like you would get from any other setup. So, alrighty. I'm just gonna do a quick, like I said, this mixer is not my favorite. As Jim Carrey said in Liar Liar, I've had better. That was such a good movie. I've had better. I mean, imagine. You cannot lie for an entire day. You cannot even pretend lie, like trying to save someone's feelings. You just have to tell them the honest truth, no matter what. First thing that comes to your mind, when someone shows up, you have to say it. Honest truth, like your thoughts are completely unfiltered. And it's just out there for everybody. All right. So I'm going to incorporate this a little bit more, one more time. That is the cool thing about this. This pulse feature is pretty awesome. Alrighty. Lots of people sliding through, making Fireball Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cookies. Okay, so we're going to beat in the eggs, followed by the cinnamon whiskey. I feel like I should do something like amazing, like breaking these with a hammer or something like that. Oh my gosh. That exploded in an unexpected way. I think that was creative enough. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, the sink is upstairs. So I gotta wipe everything off and then wash my hands thoroughly later. All right, let's do, yeah, what did we say, 3 tablespoons? Fresh bottle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Smelling that. Bottoms up. There it is. Okay, this is really soupy because I added way more Fireball. So we'll have to scrape the sides here. And that's all right. Okay, wow. That worked all right. So here we are. Well, see, here's the cool thing. The Fireball cookies, the Fireball, actually, the alcohol usually cooks out. So it's not like you're getting a lot of alcohol. But you'll get the flavor, and that's the cool thing. Like, I just did bourbon pecan cookies last night, and I can't wait to cook those because the flavor comes out. I did Fireball snickerdoodles. Oh, hands down, that was awesome. And instead of getting like a big bottle, I wound up getting like one of those little multi-packs, so it's tiny little bottles. So anyhow, all right, here we go. We're gonna do, yeah. So we got Fireball Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cookies. Wait. gradually fold in the cinnamon chips and crushed cinnamon cereal. Okay, so here we're just gonna slowly add in the dry ingredients. Let that incorporate a little bit. Scrape the sides, because this thing doesn't do very good at scraping its sides. Yeah, so this is going to be kind of a cool recipe because cinnamon chips, these things are going to be, it's just going to be awesome. Let's clean up as we go. All right. So I started baking cookies a couple years ago when I was, I think I was just home alone. Maybe I had the kids with me, but I was like, man, we don't have any cookies around here. I want to make my own cookies. And I pulled out a bag of chocolate chips, followed the instructions on the bag, and the cookies tasted okay, but they were flat. I mean, they were so flat, and they didn't look anything like the recipe or the picture on the bag. And so I was like, man, I'm gonna do this again. I wanna figure out how to make those cookies, not whatever this crap is on the back of the bag. So I started learning, and that led me to creating what I call my triple chocolate chunk cookies. It has all milk chocolate, semi-sweet, and dark chocolate. And then I just started making those all the time, and people loved it. And so after that, people started saying, I've had a couple of different family members and friends say, ask, when are you starting a bakery? And I'm like, I don't really want to start a bakery. I'll do a video. I'll do videos on YouTube's or TikTok videos and stuff, but not really into running my own bakery yet. Maybe one day it'll. Maybe one day, but right now, not yet. All right, this is looking pretty good. So, yeah. Smells pretty good too. So, all right. Now for this guy, okay. Just gonna make sure I've gotten all the flour incorporated. I think I do, but sometimes this thing misses the stuff on the sides. Okay. All right. That's yummy. There's a tingle at the, just an aftertaste tingle. So I can't imagine if this got a chance to like marinate overnight. It's going to taste so much better. Okay, so now I need to, I'm saving this, not going to use that. This suction on the mixer is a little crazy. Nope, that had liquid in it. All right. What did I put in there? I don't know. I need a cup, a measuring cup. All right, for yes. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. What am I raving about? These are amazing. This is like miniature chips. It's not the bigger, larger chips. Oh, I didn't realize they were the miniatures. That is cool. All right. Even better. All right. All right, so next thing is yeah, okay. So we have a cup of this. What better way than to crush up your Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal than with a mallet. One rubber mallet, please. Did we get it? I still say, there we go. All right, so now we got our crushed up Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. It's looking pretty good. And a little tent mallet works great. A little rubber mallet, fantastic. I will repeat that process for the topping. So at this point, I think we're gonna mix. We're just gonna mix this all together. Okay, and then we'll fold in. So, cookie dough batter for later. Bonus points. All right. That's recording. All right, so there's what it looks like. And now we've officially mixed in. We're just going to fold this in. You can hear the cereal crunching as I mix it in, which is fantastic. Oh my gosh. This might be a new favorite. If you like cinnamon, oh my gosh. I can smell the cereal, it's so good. This is so amazing. Okay, so right now, it's the first time making this recipe, so if I need to make tweaks and stuff to it, I can later, when I do another batch, but oh my gosh, this is the coolest. sometimes you just know when a recipe is going to be good before it even like bakes. Oh, just by like handling the dough and mixing the dough. Oh my gosh. I might have to bake one tonight. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Look at that. There you go. So we got the cinnamon toast, the chocolate, the cinnamon chips, Fireball whiskey in there. This stuff is rocking. All right. So at this point, this is probably when I'd save and chill the dough. So these bowls that I have this is the bowl that I used for sugar. All right. And we're going to transfer this into the bowl, and what we're going to do is put a lid on it. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I wish you guys could smell this. This smells just simply fantastic. All right, I need another spatula or something. Okay, so this will be chilled for an hour, overnight, whatever, and then what else can we get out of here? Is there any? And then I'm going to make the topping, and I'll just have that set aside. Cool. We're getting as much of this batter as I can, because I got 30 people that I'm making, probably 35 maybe, cookies for, and I want each person to get a cookie, so I'm hoping I might have to make another batch tomorrow morning, I don't know, so we'll see. Okay, so there we go. And now, lid. This is my clean tub. That is too big. All right. Next size down. And it seals it tight. Now I got I can put this in there and let it sit overnight. It'll be awesome. So the next thing I need to do is create the topping. So we're gonna do bake the topping. So we're gonna do I'm just going to use this bag, actually. Oh, we need a half cup of crushed cinnamon sugar or cereal, so. I'm in my element here, right? So I'm just kind of cruising right along. Thanks everybody for watching, for joining up. And, all right, so I need a quarter cup of sugar. And then we need a teaspoon of cinnamon. Same teaspoon we used earlier. And I'm just going to put that right on top. Ah! Making a mess. Darn. I forgot the vanilla. Oh well. I did forget the vanilla extract. Damn. All right, that happens. Okay, so forgot the vanilla extract. What the hell am I thinking? All right. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. This is supposed to be some type of topping of some sort. 1/3. That's 1 cup. That's 2/3 cup. Is it really just a half cup, or do we really? That's just too much space being taken up by air. So we're gonna do more, and I'm just gonna do, yes, that much more. Don't ask me how much it is. Oh wait, yeah. We're gonna get the mallet out. Which cups did I dirty? All of them. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Okay, so again, we're going to take the cereal down to Pound Town. My wife would be cringing right now. They're probably already cringing right now because everybody's trying to sleep. Oh, goodness. Okay, so next thing is what am I going to mix this in? And what's in here? Oh, this was just the cinnamon sugar. This was just the cereal that I used, so we will mix it all in here. Okay, so that's the cereal crumbles with the, you know what, we'll give it, since I have a dash on the table, we'll make up for it. You guys thought I was going to swipe that off the table into the... Come on, someone was thinking it. Is he going to really do that? Okay, so... Okay, so there it is. That's your crumble right there. This is going to be a topping for the cookie. I think I'm going to roll the cookies in these when I put them on the table. I don't know. We'll give it a try. We'll see. And that's all. I'm stuck. I'm done for the night. Everything's got to chill and set up, and so I have my cookie, cinnamon chips. All right, now it's time to clean up my mess, which is always fun. So at this, oh my goodness, it's like a snickerdoodle, but more. I don't know, should I let that go? I'm gonna let it go like 2 more minutes. Okay, it's the next day. It's about 12 o'clock. I was making these last night. I don't know, around 9 o'clock. And these are, this is the Fireball Cinnamon Toast cookie. It's amazing. Well, it looks amazing. It smells amazing. I added extra Fireball and I wrapped it in the coating, and I'm dying to try this. So let's do it. Let's dig in. These look a little underdone. They're still a little warm. So look at that gooiness. Oh my gosh. All right, let's give it a try. Wait for it. Oh my gosh. And then, yeah, there's the cinnamon right there. It takes a minute, but that cinnamon comes in and towards the end of the cookie. It has a crunchy outside, and the edges where it cooked around the edges is a little chewy and gooey on the inside. This is a fantastic cookie, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna have this in my repertoire. It took a little bit of work rolling it up in that cinnamon coating, but oh my gosh, so delicious. I think this could be my new favorite cookie, especially if you need something different from like your traditional chocolate chips and stuff. It's not as doughy as like a snickerdoodle, ooey gooey like a chocolate chip, but replace all that chocolatiness with cinnamon, and it is fantastic. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and consider subscribing.